Hello, dear students. Today we are going to start the next portion of why do we fall ill. So we will see some review of previous sessions. In that we have learned about the how the infection can be spread in different ways. Okay, that may be through air, water, or the different ways, means like by direct or indirect contacts. We have seen the different examples of each of them and some terminologies which comes under the infections, means those who able to produce diseases, those who able to release the diseases droplets on human beings or inside the living beings, and those who suffers, okay, for them we used to call as a host, and the different ways like who injecting parasites, pathogens, vectors, all these things we have studied in last video. Along with that, we have studied that how do the infectious agents affect our body by targeting sites. We have seen like nose, small intestine. There are the different um, diseases in the nature. Is it that may be common, that may be chronic, that may be acute type of diseases? Those can able to enter by in any of sites of our body parts. They have a decided parts having. They used to only target or infect only a particular site or part of our body. So those are actually the, in this way they used to affect, means known as a target sites decided by that organisms to affect our body. So these things we have learned. So next portion is that, and this one will be the end of this chapter. So in today's session we are going to see the how to treat the diseases. Till now we have seen how disease produces, through which they used to be spread, and how it will be act as infectious, in which ways it will be infect, is it? Later, the last but one thing is that whenever we see the signs, symptoms, whenever we visit to doctor and we identify that the which type of a symptoms and sign is this, later the doctor suggests us treatment, is it? So now the ways of treatment, how to prevent the things which we are suffering, okay, and what are the types of treatment through the medicines we can take, those also we will see. So we will move towards our main portion, the principles of treatment of infectious diseases. So see, the two ways of treatment, that is reduce the effects and kill the cause. Obviously, if the disease will be for a longer time, is it, the doctor will suggest us the medicines in such a way that to just reduce the symptoms or the effects, is it? Suppose you having a rashes or any of the we can say boils on your body or the faces, is it, it will take longer time, but he used to give such a treatment just to reduce, okay, whenever the actual time will become, at the time it will be vanished forever, but till that he used to give some treatments to reduce that effect, okay. So next is that kill the cause. So what happened, take appropriate medicines to kill the microbes. What they used to do, if the that will be instantly curing disease will be there, so it can be cured immediately. So that will be like if any type of microbes, okay, so for 1 week or 2 3 days it can be cured, is it? For example, like our viral infection, that can be cured like common cold, is it? Next is that one more point we can say that in a reduce the effects, like take a medicines to reduce pain or inflammations, is it? Next is we can say that take a rest to conserve energy, is it? So because whenever we feel ill, that most of the energy we spent in thinking like this, is it? So that's why it's a one way of reduce the effects, like taking medicines to cure the pain and fever, whatever will be the condition, then by taking a rest. Next, the principles of preventions means what? So here general ways of preventions. So how can we prevent the diseases, is it? Before suffering from any of the diseases, if we take care of ourselves and others, is it? So at the time it will be impossible to reach that disease near us or surrounding us. That's why some preventions are there that we have to take of any of the dangerous sign. Now we know that our whole world is suffering from COVID-19. So what about it? Most of peoples are it not affected. Why? Because they have preventing themselves from those harmful symptoms or the effects, is it? So this is also one way. Okay, principle means it tell us that in which way we can prevent or take a preventions. For example, prevent exposure to microbes. So how can we prevent from exposure of microbes? See, for example, someone is beside you, okay, and he is sneezing or coughing, might be he is suffering from common cold. Suppose what happens if he is not using any mask, any handkerchief or anything, okay, what happens then? Whatever the microbes which are present inside his body or the lungs and all, that will be come outside, and that will be mixed up with the surrounding atmosphere where you are surviving, is it? So that will pollutate the area, and the peoples which are surrounding that person, that we will get affected. So that's why it's a prevent to exposure of microbes. Next one example I can give for the prevention from the microbes. If some injury has happened to your any of the part of body, okay, by the accidental, or that may be any type of reason. So if you have not taken proper treatment on it, so it will be used to become something like, we can say, without clotting and blur is going on, and it has become sticky and all smelly, is it? So what happens at that time, most of the microbes and which are present in the ear, that will affect on it, and that will try to be increase the that injury region, the surrounding region of the portion of your body, is it? So it's better that to take as soon as a treatment possibility. Next, avoid overcrowded living conditions. See, what can we do? One more thing, we can avoid in going the crowded places. Means if we know that if the condition is likewise, okay, so why should we go in such a places that there will be some lots of chances of getting affected, is it? So that's why it's better to avoid to going in such a conditions that be away from any type of diseases. Next, cleaning drinking water. This is one good way. Public as well as individual hygiene is very essential. So not only taking individual hygiene maintenance is better to take that all over the public hygiene is matters. Because if an individual person is taking care of a hygiene, that person cannot change the world, is it? If everyone is involving in the hygienic maintenance, then it will be possible for everyone to be keep away from these things, or the people can be prevent themselves from any other affecting diseases. Now next is proper nourishment and food to keep the immune system. So what can we do? Another thing for the preventing any type of diseases, we can take a good food materials or fruits, vegetables, which are very essential for increasing our immunity system, that can boost our immune system. That's why we should take a nourishment food and proper type of food. Next, specific ways of preventions, like we will see, like vaccines. General ways of prevention, just we have seen the cleanliness means drinking clean water, public as well as individual hygiene, proper nourishment of food materials, and all this taking up for the enough energy and increasing the immune system. Now the specific ways of preventions, like a vaccination. If we are gone suffered from such a things, so the last way of getting cure, that is the vaccination. Before that also we can take a vaccine to be away from such a harmful diseases, is it? In the whenever we are in the childhood age, at that time we used to take the polio vaccines, is it? Why? Because we should not suffer in the our life process of ways. Okay, so the vaccines are good way to prevent the different types of diseases, because each and every disease is having a specific type of vaccines. According to that, if we will go through those things, we can able to cure or prevent that type of diseases. So we will see in details the vaccines means what. It is the process in which vaccine is given to the improve the immunity of the body against a specific type of disease. So vaccine are two types. The vaccine we can take before getting infected, or we can take after get infected, is it? So why we used to take a before? See, if we know that the condition is like that, in anyhow case we will get infect from these things, is it? If we know or we are sure about those things, then it's better that we should take a before getting infect. If we have not by chance taken any type of a vaccines to cure or prevent from those type of diseases, so we can take it later whenever the signs and symptoms can be occur. So what is its role? It is a process in which vaccine is given to improve the immunity of body against any type of foreign particles or the type of a specific diseases. So vaccine is made up of the living or non-living microorganisms, okay, by using some chemicals. So those are not for you, but just you have to keep in mind that it can be useful for the improve the immunity of body. It plays a role against the diseases or specific type of disease, because I told you a specific, each and every specific disease have their specific type of vaccines. Next, so see, vaccine is a biological preparation that resembles disease causing microbes. So what they actually used to do by using biological preparation means by using microbes which are affected, by using themselves also they can prepare the vaccines against themselves. Okay, so one example I can give you. If for example a COVID-19, okay, why the people used to take the samples, why they used to be take up the samples of COVID-19 persons? Because if they able to success in the taking up the samples of that persons, it means that they have got the successfulness in the getting the microbes which has affected them, so their bodies, is it? So from them only they used to be prepared some type of specific vaccines that plays a role against themselves, means they can kill against themselves, means each others can kill themselves. So these are just a specialty of vaccines, okay, their preparations. Next, effective vaccines, which are they varies with the type of disease. Just as I told you, each and every disease having a specific vaccines. We cannot use the same type of vaccines for the same diseases or the different type of diseases. Next, large dose for the older persons. Why it is called as a large dose for the older person? Because according to their age, they require a more immunity system and they may get more affected, is it, as compared to the others, because their body is going to be reduce the immunity power as they used to become elder. So that's why the dose should be more or the larger one. Next, vaccination schedule should be there. It means that proper timing or the period should be there or the gap, okay, to give a particular vaccine. So the vaccination schedule should be followed by that particular person if he or she is going to be take this type of vaccines against a specific type of diseases. So one more thing I can tell about the vaccination. There are some successful things about vaccines. Means on the smallpox, is it? The smallpox nowadays it's not no more, because the vaccines in the early age of the childs they used to be taken, is it? That's why it's no more. The diseases like polio, tetanus, molasses, nowadays it has been reduced because of this type of vaccines we used to be take, okay, when we used to be inside the womb of our mother, means before taking the birth only our mother has taken such a type of a vaccine. That's why we no need to be taken later times. So such a vaccines are very useful for preventing from various type of diseases. So these were the principles how to treat the infection diseases, some principle of preventions, so specific ways of prevention by the vaccines, by the cleanliness we have studied. So for any doubts and difficulties you can ask me anytime. Thank you.